And we have finally made it to Lombok. Woo! We're all rested up, we got our mopeds, and we're ready to hit the road and see what this island has in store. So yeah, I'm excited.
So here's the plan. We're gonna bike down south and just explore all the little islands and all the cool things that might be down there. We're not really sure. And then we're gonna go east from there and loop around and just explore the whole of Lombok, hopefully coming up north, finding some cool rice fields, seeing some cool views, and just eating it all up. Fingers crossed.
So stay tuned and see where we end up and what we end up doing, because I'm sure it will be cool.
Bye!
Our first big worry was Mataram, which is Lombok's biggest city. However, it was pretty chill and we were out in the countryside faster than we knew it. It was a little bit touch and go with some of the bikers. As you can see, these girls just pulled up right in front of me, but this kid had it, and yeah, we were there.
So we just survived the crazy, chaotic drive all the way from Gili, where we were last night, to now we're in Torn Harbour.
And we went straight through Mataram, which was Lombok's
Chaotic.
biggest city.
So many just big trucks and yeah, crazy.
And lots of horses, which was kind of sad. Lots of horses carrying around big fat people.
Yeah, so.
And they were very small horses with poor little hooves.
Yeah, so if you're a tourist coming here, just don't ride the horses, don't take the carts, don't encourage it. So the reason we're actually here in this beautiful harbour is to do the secret Gili Islands tour and just explore some of these islands and hopefully go snorkelling, see some cool fishies, because that kind of seems to be the only thing that you can really do around here. It's very quiet and peaceful and
not much is going on.
Yeah, haven't really seen many tourists either.
Lots of mosques though. I think I've seen more mosques today than I have my whole life. Lots of call to prayers. I can see 3 right now and they're all playing from their megaphones. You can hear it across the bay. It's very peaceful. It's lovely. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and the water here already looks really clear, so it makes me more excited for tomorrow. But yeah. So we found an awesome looking place for the night and began to head there, but very quickly the roads got worse and worse and worse, until eventually we decided to pull over and ask a friendly local for some help.
Hello. Do you know where Sekatong village? So we're here. We'll get it there. And then that way.
Oi.
Yeah? Go that way. Motorbike?
Yes, yes.
Cool. Thank you.
With that little pocket of wisdom, we set off once again on our bikes. This time we went through this little shanty town, which I really liked. It had so much character and the locals were really cool. I think normally there aren't many tourists that come through this area, so lots of the kids would run out and wave at you and run back laughing. It was just a fun experience all up. As you can see, after driving a little bit, we still haven't really found a road that most people would call a road, at least. We even end up at this random farm, which was very cool to see all the animals just running about and mooing and whatnot. But with all the possibilities of us getting lost, I knew we'd be completely fine because I had memorized the old man's wise words.
No, I said hey.
Ah, okay. Cool. Will do.
With this sacred knowledge in tow, we finally found a slightly better road, but it gave us enough confidence to slow down a little bit and say hi to the locals.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
So we just discovered that motorbiking out of the busy areas a little bit pays off.
Of course.
Because we were driving through the main city where most of the boat tours to the secret Gili Islands kind of kick off from. And most of the prices were pretty standard. It was around 500,000 rupees per person for a day trip, which isn't too bad. But we drove down this gravel road a little bit and we found a tour for 350,000 per person, which
we
is
thought
much better.
It would make sense, it would be cheaper if you just went closer to the island, so we just drove to the peninsula that is
The roads
right
are a
next to the
bit bumpy and a bit gravelly, and it kind of seems like they're leading to nowhere for a while, but yeah, no, it's fine. We found this beautiful little spot right by the beach, if you can see.
It's lovely. and
Yeah, it's so quiet and peaceful, and it's this little family that run it, and and it's much cheaper than the other places, so Definitely recommend going here. I think it's called Selina. I can see a sign over there that says Selina Boat Transportation. So whether it will show up in Google Maps or not, or you'll just have to come find it yourself.
Now to the accommodation. Oh, this road looks fun. Oh no.
Now you may be thinking, Jack, that's not the road to the hostel. Well, turned out it was. And guess what? It gets even worse.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that's better. You alright? Did you fall off?
Huh?
Did you fall off?
No.
Oh. Hello. Good road, yeah.
Where do you go?
Beach club.
Oh, here.
The first.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. We love Lombok so far. Lombok, very, very
good,
nice.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice Lombok. Yeah.
Is it all right road or
Slowly, sir. Slowly.
slowly?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. I'm on my way. Holy moly, this road is screwed today. Oh, on my way, on my way, on my way, on my way. Oh, on my way, on my way, I'm on my way. Oh, on my way, on my way, oh, on my way. Oh, hey. Well, we'll get to the top. If it's still terrible, we'll go find another place. Yeah? Yeah? Hello. You go first. You good?
Yeah,
Good road.
At this point, I was very disappointed because I was really hoping that those locals would tell us, no, guys, stop, you gotta turn around, the roads get way more rubbish and you're absolutely crazy for even trying it, so yeah, just go home. But they carried on walking and I carried on stressing that our bike would break and we'd not only be stranded there, but we'd also have to pay for all the damages. Thankfully, we made it to the top of the hill, which was the perfect spot to stop and reevaluate the situation.
Oh. Okay. Your bag's falling off. Okay.
This is fucked. This is actually fucked.
Language.
Oh my goodness, my poor bag.
Okay, let me check the road ahead. I don't think this is worth it, eh? What terrible... Look, who makes a accommodation for tourists here? Jesus. Nah, we're turning back.
Thankfully for us, our saviour was in sight.
Here. Very.
Oh, yeah, nah. Very bumpy.
Yeah.
Very bumpy and not our bikes. So, we don't want to ruin them. Yeah.
Wait, no problem. Wait.
Yes, no problem, no problem.
Oh.
I think this is okay.
Oh yeah.
He's showing us the route.
It really did take a team of two here because although I was relieved that we were finally heading back to civilization, going down a gravelly hill on a moped is so much scarier than going up, and especially when you have a big ass backpack that kept slipping every 2 seconds. But seriously, a huge shout out to this lovely, lovely man who is such a pure example of all the kindness and hospitality of the people here in Lombok.
How do you say thank you in Indonesian?
Yes, Indonesia.
No, how do you say thank you? Bali suksema.
Indonesia, terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Ya,
Terima kasih.
Bali suksema.
Yeah, yeah. Bali suksema. Indonesia, terima kasih. I think we've got it. It was at this point in the ride where I stopped worrying about the bike falling apart and instead started worrying about my ass falling off, because holy, it hurt like hell. But you know, we carried on because that's how winning is done. Thank you, terima kasih, terima kasih. Oh, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye bye. Stay to the left. Stay to the left. Go up that left path. Oh my god, and we've actually made it. That's insane. Well, that last hour was quite the endurance lesson, but I think we came out of it much better bikers because this road is easy peasy lemon squeezy compared to what it was like before. We still got to pay attention to these terrible drivers like this guy, but other than that, we're smooth runnings now, and we park up and have a final wave to our lovely friends. Bye bye.
That was crazy.
Our biking experience to the hostel was, let's just say, not the best.
It was more like we were like dirt road biking. So if you're in this area, do not book Beach Camp Lombok.
No.
Or whatever it's called, unless you have like a taxi
Or a car.
or you're very good at dirt biking, because that was wild. We got to the top of the hill and we're like, no, we're not doing this. So we turned
It
around.
was crazy, like Ha Giang Loop in Vietnam levels of just bad road. And
I think that was worse, honestly.
yeah, I think it was actually worse. Once again, on the look for accommodation. I just kind of want to find somewhere with like a nice, relaxing view of the sea, something cold to drink, and somewhere to put my feet up. Or a nice warm bed, a pillow that doesn't smell. Oh, those are the days.
Luxury.
Those
Okay.
are the days.
The next time we tune in, we'll be there. We'll have cold drinks in our hand, and we'll be good.
Fingers
Okay,
crossed.
see you then. We're here, and you know, sometimes it's just worth spending that extra $5 on accommodation, because look where we've ended up. Oh my gosh. There's a pool. We're in one of these like amazing little bungalows with AC. And the best part, I'll turn you around. The ocean is right there. How good. So tonight I think we're just going to be relaxing here. We're definitely going to go for a swim in the pool and the ocean, and we're going to get some dinner and just relax, and then tomorrow we got our snorkeling tour.
Oh, I can't wait to relax. I feel like
Yeah.
I've been relaxing a lot the last 3 weeks, but
this is the best spot that we've had so far. And look, there's even like little palm trees. It's just, oh my gosh. I think that's us for today, but we'll see you tomorrow.
and get this, my pillow smells like lavender.
What more can you want? If you made it to the end of this video, then thank you so much for watching, because this one was a bit of a slow one. But stay tuned, because next week we're going to the secret Gili Islands, which, trust me, it's going to be really cool. So stay tuned for that, and once again, thank you, and see you next week. Bye!